Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm just going to do a short unboxing video here today of the new Celestron CGX mount that I received a few days back. I thought it would be a good idea to do this unboxing together and maybe go over some of the features and the technical details of this mount and how it can be used. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, this the mount actually comes in two packages. There's the long one right there, which has the tripod in it, and then the second box is the one that actually has the mount. So let's go ahead and do this unboxing. Let's open the tripod first and take a look at what it looks like. Alright, so I got all this box opened up right here, and as you can see, this right here, I believe, is the tripod spreader. There you go. And we can put this to the side and take a look at it later. Right, so what it looks like, it's a very heavy tripod compared to my advanced VX. And let's get this out and take a look at it. Alright, so like you can see here, it's a very sturdy mount, you know, compared to the other mount right there, which is for the advanced VX. This one is much more stable. All the additional weight that it needs to carry. Yeah, and then it came out of that box, and then on the side you see there, those are the counterweights, and I'll get those out in a moment. It's got a nice spreader right here. All metal, very sturdy. It's got placeholders to keep your accessories and eyepieces and stuff. Very well built. Let's get this on here. Right, that's the mount right there, and it's the spreader with the accessory tray, all solid metal. It's got places for your eyepieces and stuff. Very sturdy looking tripod. Comes with counterweights. Right here are the counterweights that came along with this tripod, and then these are the counterweights that I got with my advanced VX. So you can see the difference in size here. Very sturdy looking, good weights right there. Let's get the mount out of the box and see what that looks like. All right, let's see what we got here. It's the manual. Just keep it aside for now. One tip for you guys, like this is, I'm sure many of you know this, but so usually Celestron's mounts will all come in this nice foam, and they're actually a good way to just reuse them. They're good for storage. I keep my advanced VX in the same packaging that it came. You could find a Pelican box or a case in which you could just put the whole foam along with the mount. It's very safe. The mount stays safe if you're transporting it. I wouldn't recommend throwing this away unless you have a better storage. But I really find it useful to keep the mount in the in the packaging that came along with the mount. So that's a small tip here. It's the hand controller. That's the Nexstar Plus hand controller. It's not the StarSense one. So if you do use a StarSense, Celestron StarSense, then you would get the StarSense controller with that, and you basically replace this one with the StarSense one. All right, that's the counterweight bar right there. So typical finish on these bars. Though the advanced VX one is of a very glossy finish, it's not matte. This has more of a matte finish to it. I like this better. That's the power cord that comes along to power your mount. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know why Celestron does not provide the 12 volt 5 amp adapters. It just comes with the cigarette lighter adapter, which either goes into your car or your Celestron power bank. I have never used this one. I have a 12 volt 5 amp adapter. That's what you need for these mounts. I just wish Celestron would package them. It's an expensive mount. I don't see any reason why the adapter wouldn't be packaged along. It's just easier, and I think makes more sense than just having the cigarette lighter one. Some more accessories right here. Those are the bolts that are going to be used to secure the mount to the tripod. This I am not sure yet what it is, but we'll know soon. I'm guessing this is to actually hold the controller, but we'll see. I'm not sure what this is for yet. And then right here you have your azimuth bolts, I'm guessing, or are they altitude? They might be altitude. Yeah, I think they're alt bolts, and we'll see how these work. Right, and here is the mount. So this is a heavy mount, and so I just gotta be careful getting this thing out. All right, so that's the mount. Let's get this loaded onto the tripod, and then we can take a closer look at this one. Allows you to, get the mount around. It's easy to carry, so even though the weight is a lot, you can really grasp onto the mount right there. So before I actually mount this, is something that I wanted to show you, and so if you look at this tripod, it's got these bolts right here. You see them right here on here. Sorry about the focus here, but it's kind of these bolt holes right here, and the mount itself on the mounting plate at the bottom has the matching holes, and so basically the disc at the bottom of that mount goes on top here. You need to align these, and then you need to use those 4 screws that I showed you before to secure the mount to this tripod. So let's get that going. So you can see there the 3 holes aligned right there, and the recommendation is that the mount be oriented such that the counterweight bar is going to be on one of the tripod legs. So you don't want your counterweight bar between the 2 legs. You want to make sure your counterweight bar is on top of the leg, so right there. So I got those holes aligned. I'm just going to take these bolts that came along with the mount and actually thread these on. And you might be wondering, do you need Allen wrench for this? And Celestron has done a really neat trick here, right underneath the handle right here. You got the Allen wrench, which you can just place it back again up here once you've done that. So let me tighten these screws up, and then we can continue. We got the mount nice and secure on there. Let's get this counterweight bar on there, and that just goes right over here. So let's take a quick closer look at this mount and how that looks like. So right there you can see those bolts right there, and then this Allen key kind of like goes, you got a good storage going right here, so kind of goes underneath here. You just, once you're done tightening, you can just like tuck that in right there. There you go. Right. So looking at the mount now, there's no polar scope on this one, like you have the ones on the advanced VX. There's no polar scope, and so there's just like a plastic cover that's on here. It's got the two auxiliary ports right up top here. That's your power. We move to the right here, and that's the cable that goes to your PC. That's the one for the autoguider. So that can go to your PC, and that's going to allow you to control this mount. I'm not sure why they did this, but I think it might be pretty cool. So if you see here on the deck and RA axis motors, they have like this window right here, and you can actually see the motors move. I don't know what use that's going to be, but I think it's cool. Right here is your altitude adjustment knob, and so this one is really good compared to the advanced VX. I really like this. The advanced VX, you need to adjust two knobs, one at the back and front, and kind of like loosen one and tighten the other to get your altitude. This is just one knob, and yeah, counterclockwise is going to take it down. Clockwise is going to take it, reduce the altitude for you, and then counterclockwise is going to increase, right? And so I really like this feature here. Just one knob, very easy to adjust the altitude. This knob right here, there's one on each side. Once you have your altitude set, you just lock these down. So these are altitude lock knobs right here. So once you got your altitude set, just lock these down so your mount is locked at that altitude. You must be wondering where the azimuth bolts are, and that's what I'm going to show you next. So if you remember in the packaging, there were two knobs that came along with the packaging, and we're going to just see we'll take a look on how these attach. So if you look at the mount right here, at the bottom right here, you'll see right here is the location to add these. So I'm just going to add these, and then we'll see how that works. So we got the azimuth bolts nicely secure around here, and they're like the regular azimuth bolts. So you loosen one and tighten the other, and what you'll see is that the base plate right here is the one that's going to move, and you can actually see your movement on these bolts here. And just like you have your altitude lock bolts, once you have your azimuth nicely locked in, you can use the same Allen wrench and lock these four bolts down. And so that way, once you have the altitude and azimuth bolts locked down, you have your mount at the right alignment. You basically right. So these rides right here are your RA and deck release knobs. Like the nice colors. I like the nice colors in them. And so that releases your RA. And that's your deck release. It's a nice dovetail right there. I think they support the Lostman, the CGE Vixen style dove plates, all on there. This is pretty neat, very sturdy knobs right there. I like this style of locking down. I did change on my advanced VX to I did change my dovetail plate to the ADM one. I really like this one, but this is not bad too. It's pretty similar style. The knobs are pretty sturdy. I like it. It's funny, they have an arrow right here showing you in what direction your deck motor needs to point to. Yeah, so that's the mount. right there. Just for comparison, let's see if I can give you a quick comparison on the size of these mounts on what the advanced VX versus the CGX mount looks like. So like you can see here, I know that my advanced VX is a little higher up there, and so it might not be very easy, but you can clearly see like the CGX mount way more bigger than the advanced VX, has a larger payload capacity. With the AVX, I think you're looking at like 27, 26 pounds maybe, and then CGX is at a good healthy 55 pounds. Yeah, I did some imaging with this one on my 4-inch triplet refractor, and the AVX works great for that. If I want to do imaging on this one with my 9.25 SCT, then this advanced VX is not going to be of any use. I'm really hoping that the CGX is going to give me a good performance, especially when I'm imaging. Yeah, that's probably going to be my next review. Once I get my mount on there, once I get my telescope scope mounted on there, and so maybe I'll make another review on how the whole polar alignment process on this one works, and what the performance looks like, both for visual and photography. So yeah, that was it for this one. I hope you like this, and I was able to give you a good review of this mount. All right, thank you, folks.